Just kind of brief looking back at the Notre Dame film. Anything studying film that jumped out that you didn't maybe see in the moment during the game?
Not really. I mean, just biggest thing is we got to protect the quarterback. Obviously the mistakes. I mean, you take away the hits on the quarterback that led to negative plays on offense. They stalled drives or killed drives or ended up in turnovers. Like I said, those are huge plays, but we can eliminate, I think there's like 4 of them, maybe 5. You eliminate those and the penalties, we probably clean game in there. I think that was a good team that we played. But we knew what we were going to get on tape, and there was those situations on third down we really had to rise to the occasion, and I thought that was a really good package that they had, but we needed to step up in that moment and do what we needed to do on our part for the team. And if we'd have done that, I think we'd have finished some of those drives and scored more points.
What did you tell Jonah after that game?
Jonah's good. Jonah just needs to keep fighting and playing. Like I said, he's a freshman. He's a young player. He's playing in a good conference for some really good people. He's going to be a great player. He shows up every day, works extremely hard, and I have the utmost confidence in him. And like I said, as he continues to improve and develop himself, he's going to be a great player here.
What's your plan with Jalen and Jonah going forward?
Well, let's just play the best one, who's playing the best at the time. We've kind of done that earlier in the year. Jonah had a rough game against Washington State. Jalen came and played well. And then, Jonah comes back the next game and has his best game against Oregon State and Colorado, And so, at the time, I guess you just ride the hands hot a little bit. And Jalen went in there and did a really good job. Thought he pass protected well, did a better job on the edge. Needs to improve in the run game, which was critical for us to get back in that game the other night. And so, like I said, we've got some depth there, so we just got to make sure we're playing the right one at the right time.
What's the big challenge that Jonah between now and next year to get up to that level where he needs to be?
I think he just needs to get older and play. It's one of those things. I mean, it's a huge adjustment, coming into this league, and like I said, he's a good player and he's getting better. I think some confidence, as he continues to have success will help. Obviously, as he grows and continues to get bigger and stronger, that will help. So like I said, he just needs to stay the course. He's going to be a great player. He puts in the time, he cares, he does everything right, and like I said, he's going to be just fine.
What mental toll have the struggles taken on him?
What do you say now?
What mental toll have the struggles taken on him?
No, he's fine. It's like I said, he understands his job. He goes out there and competes hard. Sometimes there's some bad matchups. Those guys had big defensive ends, which wasn't a good matchup for him. Jalen was a better matchup against those guys. There's some guys that are a little bit more speed guys, a little smaller type guys that Jonah matches up better against sometimes with those guys. So. It was just one of those things I knew going in. Like I said, if early he didn't have success, we need to go with Jalen just based on their personnel.
We saw Jonah take some guard reps. Is he more suited for that position in the long run?
Could be. You never know. I think, like I said, depending on who you have in depth and who steps up, I think Jonah, quite honestly, could be one of the best centers ever play. Not say play, but be one of the better centers in college football. I think, like I said, I say it all the time, he's probably the smartest kid I've ever coached. I think he could develop in that position and be unbelievable. And so you never know. Like I said, I think the kid's going to be a great player. He's doing really well as a freshman right now. Is he playing the best he's ever going to play at SC? No, not right now he's not. But at some point 4 years down the road, he's going to be pretty special. And like I said, he has the ability to go up and down the line, which is really hard to do. There's only been a handful of guys I've ever been a part of that have been able to do that, and he's one of them.
Just to clarify, because I missed the beginning of what you said,
yeah.
Is the hope to decide by the end of the week between Jalen and Jonah, or is it?
Yeah, we'll see how practice goes. We got 2 more practices out here to see how they compete, and at the end of the day, we're going to go out and put the one that wants to work the hardest and compete the hardest.
What do you think has led to the red zone issues this offense?
Well, just negative plays. We do really well getting down there. I mean, our yards per play, our yards, all that stuff's really good, but, on the ninth of the day, it was our fault. We get down there and we give up we get right down second drive of the game. We go inside the 15. We give up a sack right away. Flip the field, get some yards back. Flip the field going in the second quarter, and we get the quarterback hit, which led to interception. We get points there, and then we get down in there, and whether it's whatever it is, it's mistakes. It's not making the play. It's giving up a sack. It's a penalty. It's all self-inflicted, and until we solve that, we're going to continue to have red zone problems. So we got to get that fixed, obviously. Like I said, we're moving the ball real well. We're just not finishing, and that's kind of been the whole, story of our offense this year. It's just not finishing it. We finish drives like we have the capabilities of moving the ball and doing. there's no telling. We're almost leading the conference pretty much in everything except points. And if we've done that, we'd probably be doing that as well.
Let's do one more here.
What's impressed you about Keontae, and what was he been able to do just to get that run game going, especially in this last game?
I think he's just coming into his own. Like I said, I think he's getting more comfortable in our offense and how we're running the football. I thought yesterday was his best, last week was his best game by far. He, like I said, he made us look a lot better than I thought we actually played, which obviously helps us a bunch up front when he can do that. But like I said, I think he's gaining confidence. I think that he's fresh. I think it helps having those other two guys that are really quality players behind him that can spell him. But the more reps he's getting, the better he's got. And like I said, he's doing a really good job. I thought he played really well. I thought it was the best game there tonight.